up against the Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with Rawls. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They go again with Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The rookie from Tennessee, Derek Barnett. And it'll make this a second and long.
Easy. 14, run it.
To throw is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run with a rookie from Cal, Kofrani Muhammad. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Donnie Jones, an original 7th-round pick of the Seahawks, on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 36. Almost just outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now it's Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's brought down. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. They run with a power back, Rawls. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Wentz will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go again with Muhammad. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A gain of 32 that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Play action. Now Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K.J. Wright in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down, this is Rawls. And he's got room. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. Past the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Wentz. And some room, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The left side throw complete to Adams. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now a play fake. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he rifles one incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Wilson on second down. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Off a play fake to Rawls. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Wentz now on first down. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A 10th carry for Thomas Rolls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 46 yards. Wentz now on first down. Dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And on 2nd and 10 now. But again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Shift together here from the D-line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And some space here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 8-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run with Muhammad. And some room to run now. Still shedding tackles. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Second and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Muhammad, and a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This will be caught inside the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start on the ground with Rawls. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Play clock winding down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here we go on 1st and 15. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
On second down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Wentz. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now is Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Wentz to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, And that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Shift together here from the D-line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this...